It's Storyman Bob, and I'm here to read you another story. This one is called The Chicken Sisters. Violet, Poppy, and Babs were sisters. Violet, the eldest, couldn't see very well, but she loved to bake. She had to squint to see the dial on the stove, so the sunny kitchen in their yellow house was often filled with smoke. In other words, she burned things sometimes. "Boy, do I love to bake," she would say. She couldn't see the stove, so she sometimes baked things too much. Poppy and Babs always ate Violet's cookies and cakes. "Yummy," Poppy would say, delicately wrapping the burnt edges in her napkin. "Scrumptious," said Babs, pecking gently past the parts that were burnt. It made Violet happy to know that her sisters liked her baking. Poppy, the middle sister, loved to knit. She knit hats with chin straps, turtlenecks, sweaters and pom-poms, and covers for the lamps. There she is, Violet, who is Poppy, the middle sister, who is knitting. "Boy, do I love to knit," she would say. She gave all the sweaters she made to Violet and Babs. It made Poppy happy to know her sisters liked her knitting. Babs, the youngest, couldn't hear very well, but she loved to sing. She sang in the shower. She sang at Harriet's house of hair, where she worked as a hairdresser. She even sang in bed. "Boy, do I love to sing," she would say. Babs sang off-key. In other words, she didn't always hit the right notes. It sounded a little weird. But Poppy and Violet always applauded. They clapped. It made Babs happy to know her sisters liked her singing. There she is singing in the shower. But the neighbors were not happy. Bill and Tessie, that's the two rabbits here, complained about the smoke. The Fontinis, the smoke from the burning cookies, the Fontinis complained about the noise. That's from the singing. And the Fontini twins complained about the itchy wool hats. There they are, the Fontini twins. Looks like maybe squirrels because of the puffy tails. They complained about the itchy wool hats Poppy gave them. Whenever the neighbors played bridge, they discussed the three sisters. "There must be something we can do," Mrs. Fontini would say, but they could never think of anything. One day, an old wolf moved into the neighborhood. There he is. He moved into that house. He couldn't wait to visit all of his new neighbors. Bill and Tessie were so scared they stopped going outside. They went inside the bunnies and they stayed inside. The Fontinis were scared too. When they went out, they disguised themselves in Halloween costumes. Mrs. Fontini dressed up as a Martian. There she is. She does look kind of strange. Mr. Fontini wore his old football uniform. And the twins went around dressed as salt and pepper shakers. There they are. You can see their little furry tails sticking out. The old wolf was thrilled to see everyone so scared. He hadn't scared anyone in years. He crept up to Bill and Tessie's window and bared his false teeth. Actually, they're false teeth because he's an old wolf. And they were still scared. He hid under the Fontini's car and yelled "boo" to scare the twins. The wolf liked the twins' costumes so much he wanted to dress up too. He rummaged through his attic and found a deep-sea diver's suit. That's this helmet that has a tube so they can breathe if they go underwater. A mailman's uniform. Mailman carries a bag like this with mail in it. And a ballerina's tutu. He liked the tutu the best. Now it was time to visit the three chicken sisters. He knocked on their door. There he is in his tutu. "Oh, a visitor!" Violet exclaimed. She invited the wolf in. She offered him her freshly baked coconut crisps, and he gobbled them down. Remember, she's not a very good cook. The cookies sat like rocks in his stomach. He stumbled over to the couch, moaning and coughing. "Oh, Ma, you don't look well at all," said Poppy, pulling out a tape measure. "What you need is a nice sweater." She measured his arms and chest. The wolf just lay there. He closed his eyes. At that very moment, Babs started to belt out her favorite song. She's singing, "Puppies, piglets, and pumpkins too." Doesn't she sing beautifully, Poppy asked, still measuring the wolf for a knit outfit. The wolf tried to crawl to the door to get away, but he got tangled up in Poppy's knitting. At that moment, Bill and Tessie and the whole Fontini family barged into the house. There they are. Bill and Tessie and the Fontinis are behind them. They'd finally decided to complain about the singing and the smoke. But when they saw the wolf, they froze. "That's the mean old wolf," gasped the Fontini twins. "I'm not mean," the wolf cried. "I was just having fun." "Fun? But you scared us," said the twins. "But please let me go," the wolf pleaded. "I'll leave town. I'll even move in with my mother." So the wolf went off to live with his mother in Atlantic City. There he is in a car going to visit his mother and live with her in that big city. And the three sisters invited everyone to a party in their little yellow house. Violet made cakes and cookies. Babs sang. Poppy measured their heads for hats. And the neighbors didn't complain at all. And there's the wolf living with his mother. So, you have to be friendly and nice with your neighbors, even when sometimes they do things that are a little less than pleasant, like the loud singing or the smelling noise, because we all live together and we all work together.